excited to welcome everyone to the 2022 Children's Parade hosted by the Hernando DeSoto Historical Society here in Sutton Park in Palmetto, Florida. I would like to introduce my co-host today, Mr. Maverick Johnson from 1065, nope, 92.1 CTQ. Sorry.
Everybody does that. That's all right, Sam. I love you. That's all right.
I know. That was just ingrained in my memory.
So who is excited that the Children's Parade's back after 3 years? Cannot believe it was 2019 we were here last for this parade, Sam. Can you believe that?
I can't, but I have to say, if people are going to want to get some beads, they're going to have to cheer a little louder than that.
I think they're just getting warmed up.
Okay, well, we can help them with that.
I will say this is a very nice crowd, so give yourselves a nice round of applause for showing out for all the kids that are participating in the Children's Parade today. And we also want to remind you, too, don't leave when the parade's over. There is a party in the park right here at Sutton Park throughout the day.
It ends at 2 o'clock, so yeah, we're really excited to have everyone join us after the parade over in the party. We do have food available, kids events, ELC was here with their bus. So we'd like to welcome now the DeSoto Children's Parade banner carried by two of our applicants, Jason and Kim. Thank you for your service. The Hernando DeSoto Historical Society is built of a group of membership that has an enormous responsibility with this community to provide a lot of events and a lot of entertainment. So we're so thankful that they do events like this for us in this community throughout the year. Carrying our flag today, we have Mr. Sid Jones, former Hernando DeSoto himself. Thank you for all that you do for our organization. Let's give it up for the Palmetto Police Department, kicking off another entrance.
Looks like Chief
here.
Scott Tyler there.
Hi, Scott. Thank you.
One of the sponsors of our Children's Parade is the Anna Maria Oyster Bar. And John and Amanda Horn are right here in this first convertible throwing out some beads. So you got to make a little noise if you want some beads for our first Children's Parade in 3 years.
Over here.
Got to make some noise for the beads, guys. Following them is our 2021-22 Hernando DeSoto Historical Society President, Robert Ricciardo, and his wife. Following him is Gary Scott, Chairman of the Hernando the Conquistador Historical Foundation.
And they all have beads, so if you want some beads, here's your opportunity to make a little noise, Palmetto!
It looks like Gary's got a better, there we go. We can do it on this side. You got to work on this side a little bit.
I think you're up on the girls now.
Next up are our 10 ladies representing the Queen's Court for 2022. Kicking things off, our escorts for the young ladies are providing the transportation for all of the girls and their conquistadorables. So first up, we have Miss Leah Ashlyn Andrews. Leah is 18 years old and a National Honor Society member and graduated from Palmetto High School. She is joined today by Maggie Claire O'Reilly. She's 10 years old with brown hair and brown eyes. Maggie aspires to be a fashion designer when she grows up. So give it up for Leah and Maggie, escorted by Jim Frost. Next up, we have Mr. Sean Peel driving Miss Presley Denale Bunko. Presley is from Nashville, Tennessee, and dreams to one day work for the FBI. Her conquistadorable is Miss Gracelyn Ella Rose Carpenter. She's 7 years old and wants to be a police officer when she grows up. So give it up for Miss Presley and Gracelyn, escorted and driven by Mr. Sean Peel today. Thank you so much. Following them is Mr. DJ Hager. He is driving Miss Alexandria Melissa Cruz. Alexandria was an honor roll student and graduated from Manatee High School in 2021. She is included today with Miss Logan Alexandria Wheeler. She's 6 years old and aspires to be a singer when she grows up. So thank you to Alexandria and Logan, driven by DJ. Next up, we have Mr. Jesse Carr driving Miss Cecilia Rose Johnson. She was a JROTC officer from Bayshore High School, class of 2021. Her conquistadorable is Miss Whitney Jean Morello, age 7 with brown hair and brown eyes, and wants to be a doctor when she grows up. So thank you to Jesse for driving Miss Cecilia and Miss Whitney. Give it up for them. And then next we have Mr. Eric Marshall, who loves his horn. So he is driving Miss Billy Michelle Mason, pursuing a business and management degree from Hillsborough Community College. She graduated from Palmetto High School in the top 15% of her class and is included today with Miss Emily Rose Dorks, and she is 5 years old and wants to be a doctor or a dentist when she grows up. So thank you to Mr. Eric Marshall, escorting/driving Miss Billy and Miss Emily today. Next up, we have Mr. Paul Hag driving, escorting Miss Alexandra Gabriel Mercer. Alexandra is 20 years old and a graduate of the 2018 class from Palmetto High School. Her conquistadorable is Miss London Page Thacker. She's 7 years old and aspires to be an astronomer when she grows up. So thank you to Mr. Paul Hag and that snazzy little car. Thank you. Our next member of the Queen's Court is Miss Alyssa Jane Pritchett. Not to be outdone from the horn with Mr. John Brown. Thank you so much. Her conquistadorable is Blakely Ray McMahon. She's 8 years old and she wants to be a veterinarian when she grows up. Alyssa was also a 2021 graduate of Palmetto High School and eventually wants to pursue a nursing practitioner degree. So thank you to both of them. Looks like they've got a straggler in there, our Queen Denver. So thank you. Thank you, John, for your driving and escorting today. Next up, we have Mr. Bill Campbell, escorting/driving Miss Victoria Chantal Terrell. Victoria is 21 years old and a 2019 graduate from Braden River High School. Her conquistadorable is Miss Ella Grace Parcells. She's 7 years old and wants to be in the medical field when she grows up. So thank you for driving today, Mr. Bill. Next, we have Mr. Scott Monroe driving Jalen Elaine Thompson. Jalen will be graduating from the University of Florida in the spring with her bachelor's degree in animal sciences, but graduated from Riverview High School and State College of Florida, both in 2019. Her conquistadorable is Miss Tensley Elizabeth Wenzel. She's 10 years old and wants to be either a veterinarian or a children's therapist or writer. The opportunities are endless, my dear. So thank you to Mr. Scott Monroe for escorting/driving them today. And pulling up the rear with our Queen's Court today, we have Mr. Patrick Puffy Klein escorting Samantha Marie Thurman, a 2019 graduate from Palmetto High School, and her conquistadorable Miss Kenley Blair Giltner, age 5. And she just aspires to be the boss when she grows up, so that's just cool enough.
Also want to thank the Early Learning Coalition for sponsoring today, and they remind everybody about Florida VPK, which is free for 4-year-olds in Florida, so don't forget about that, and our sponsor, Early Learning Coalition.
Next up, we have the 2022 Manatee County Fair Queens, inviting you to join us in the 2023 Manatee County Fair in January of next year. Our Miss Manatee County Fair was Miss Megan Williams, Junior Miss Nicolette Jessup, Little Miss Ava Grace Summers, and our Mini Miss Bailey Merriman. Following them is our Manatee County Distinguished Citizen of the Year, Callan Buddy Keene. He's accompanied today by the Palmetto FFA students. He's a huge supporter and mentor to FFA and 4-H and has been a Palmetto resident and active community member for his entire life. And Miss Shirley Groover Bryant, the mayor of Palmetto.
Let's see if we can grab a word from the mayor for a second here. Mayor, this parade hasn't happened for 3 years. What's it like to be back?
It's awesome to be back out and be able to see the community and have people come out and not be afraid to be together and really support Manatee County. Not just Palmetto, but Manatee County.
Well, you're doing a great job with the parade. Thank you so much, Ms. Mayor. All right. The mayor of Palmetto, Shirley Gruber Bryant. Not to be outdone, we got the sheriff of Manatee County. Let's see if we can catch Sheriff Wells here for a quick word.
All right,
Sheriff,
guys, the
how are you,
sheriff's
my
in
friend?
town now.
Great, Mac. How you doing?
We're doing great. What is it like to have everybody back? This is the first children's parade in 3 years here in Manatee County and Palmetto.
Yeah, it's long overdue, Maverick. We're just glad to be back here in the community with our friends and family and just enjoying good times. It's been a rough couple of years, and we're just glad to be back.
And I got to tell you, when everybody saw the blue lights, it's got to feel good to see all the warm welcomes and receptions you get from everybody here in Manatee County.
Manatee County is the best county in this state of Florida when it comes to supporting law enforcement, supporting all of the men and women in blue, and we just appreciate them very much, and we want to give back and help them as well.
Manatee County Sheriff Rick Wells, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't think they can hear y'all, guys. You gotta scream if you really want the goodies coming from our floats all today. Another member of our Palmetto Police Department coming in the parade. Thank you so much for your service today and every day. Following them is our Palmetto Charter School. Their slogan is Champions Start Here. They have a small public charter school with 200 students and an A+ rating. They have a great connection to their students and parents and are headed to nationals for the Odyssey of the Mind competition. Give it up for Palmetto Charter School. Go Eagles! Following them is J.P. Miller Elementary School. They've got a great float, right on theme. Dive into reading. Very, very fun. Let's play to the judges, Paul. Yep. Miller, let's play to the judges right up here.
Okay.
And following Jesse P. Miller Elementary School is the Phoenix Extreme. They have a wonderful presentation coming up for you. They are a cheerleading and tumbling gym based in Parrish. They have 30 attending today and 15 athletes who will be performing the stunts and tumbling passes. They have won a first place individual trophy and 2 second place trophies in Sportsmanship's award. So everybody give it up for Phoenix Extreme.
One serve for me. I will sit into your mold. I'm not buying what you sold, 'cause I'm me. One serve for me, strong and beautiful.
Come on and get you some, get you some, get you some. Charge up 1,000 volts, about to make your speakers blow. Power on full blast, like to make your body go. Shake, shake, draw, shake, shake, draw, shake, shake, draw, shake, shake, draw. Halo.
Phoenix Extreme from Parrish, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for them. Thank you so much, ladies.
And following Phoenix Extreme, we have the Boy Scouts of America. They encourage you to join Scouting today. They have programs for youth, K through 12, for boys and girls. So please visit their website for more information.
Up next, we have Palmasola Elementary. They seem to be loaded with spirit, Sam.
We're going to have to compete with their megaphone. Palmasola was established in 1961 and currently has 451 students. The students love working on their float during their art class, and their float is a pirate ship pop-up book. Writing on them with their amazing book of tales are Dive Into Reading's founders, John and Amanda Horn. The students are excited to be back in the Children's Parade after these past 2 years, and they are absolutely diving into reading. It looks like they've got a ton of characters from very popular books. I see Cat in the Hat right here. Looks like do I see a DeSoto queen, a future DeSoto queen up there on their float? Thank you so much. I think I see a couple conquistadorables and conquistadors themselves. So thank you, Palmasola Elementary. You can hear them coming. Please welcome the Palmetto High School Marching Band.
Florida Forest Service is here for us. Smokey Bear, make a little noise, boys and girls. We've got to be careful. We've got some areas of the area that are very dry, so we got to be very careful.
Always listen to Smokey. That's my motto. Always listen to Smokey the Bear. He's got all the best information on how we stay safe, especially as we're coming into the summer month. We've got a lot of dry areas. So please listen to Smokey the Bear from the Florida Forestry Department. And they're bringing in the big cats. Big cats from the Forestry Division.
Sarasota County, extreme dry conditions. We'll see if that comes to Manatee County, but you got to be very careful about any fires over the next month or two.
Following them, we have the North River Fire Department. Let's show them some love. Everyone goes home is their motto. We thank you for your service today and every day. Following North River, we have the Anna Maria Privateers. Founded in 1971, their mission for Pirates for Kids and Community, they raise money to provide scholarships to local high school students for college or vocational school. They adopt families at Christmas, participate in community activities like coastal cleanup and the Drowning Awareness Campaign. Along with other nonprofit organizations like the Early Learning Coalition, they ride today on the float. They are the Manatee High School Key Club seniors and board members.
And they've got
We
beads.
thank you,
Make
Anna
a little
Maria
noise for the
Privateers.
beads.
Next, we have the Early Learning Coalition of Manatee County, one of the 30 coalitions of Florida. They are responsible for the administration and oversight of early learning programs in Manatee County. We thank you for your service, and come on, the dog, I give all the points to the dog.
And don't forget about Florida VPK through the Early Learning Coalition.
It's a wonderful organization, and we thank them for being such a valued community partner. They are here in the party in the park behind us. They're going to be here until 2 o'clock today. Please go and step by and make sure you see all of the resources that they have provided for this community, for reading, for learning, all for education, all for the kids. So we really do appreciate our partnership with the Early Learning Coalition of Manatee County.
We want to thank all our sponsors. Not only is the Early Learning Coalition a sponsor, the Anna Maria Oyster Bar is a sponsor today, the River House Reef and Grill, Publix, the Monkey Bus on Anna Maria Island, Hitch and Trailer in Palmetto. They're also sponsoring the event today, and Palmetto Build doing the burgers and dogs in the party in the park here at Sutton Park today as well.
And those are free.
Oh, you found that out.
Those are free.
Excellent. Thank you to Palmetto Build.
Yes, they're a great organization. They've got about a dozen volunteers here today, but they're incorporated with about a dozen churches in the community and have a group of over 100 volunteers that are working today and throughout the year for different organizations in the community.
And that party in the park, Hitch and Trailer Palmetto is sponsoring the Kids Zone, which is part of the party in the park right here behind the platform at Sutton Park today.
Correct. And actually, you know, all of the participants in the parade today are competing for a myriad of different prizes. So we've got a handful going for best theme, which includes a $1,000 prize that goes directly to their organization, where they're competing for most imaginative, most colorful, most crowd pleasing, and then of course, best team performance. So a lot of that is going to be based on the feedback that they're getting from you in the crowd. So please be sure to support whoever you're out here supporting here today, or if you just want beads. It looks like we've got the Dream Machine, the reading bus coming up in the parade route now. Another another factor of support in this community is the reading bus from the Early Learning Coalition. They love having this bus at different community events. It helps to encourage reading, especially in our young children. It's so important to have early literacy with all of the kids in this community.
And they still have beads they're handing out right now, so you got to make a little noise if you want some beads. From the Early Learning Coalition, they've got your beads.
Get faster with it.
Well, and anybody here that's, you know, looking forward to the grand parade for DeSoto that's going to be happening at the end of this month on Saturday, April 29th, this is just your warm-up. We want you to be able to be out there to support all of those floats. That's going to be a huge, huge community event. So this is like your warm-up. We want you to practice yelling for those beads, encouraging all the people that are in the parade. We love having them here participating with us in the community, bringing out on a Good Friday morning. So it's really, really important that you get your practice in for the grand parade that's coming at the end of the month from DeSoto.
We got more beads coming too, because I see the Hernando DeSoto Historical Society and the San Cristobal down the street. So don't put your cheering away. We've got more beads from the Early Learning Coalition, and then from the Hernando DeSoto Historical Society after that.
The Dream Machine from the Early Learning Coalition of Manatee County making its way down the parade route as we speak. Very festive, very fun, very interactive. They've got the beads. Make sure you show some love.
So the Hernando DeSoto Historical Society, which this really kicks off a lot that's happening. We have the Queen's Court that's going to be announced.
Correct.
We have the ball. We have the Grand Parade, which you talked about.
Absolutely.
But it really begins right now as the DeSoto kids lead the San Cristobal, and you got to make a little noise if you want some beads.
We see Hernando himself making his way down the parade route, and first followed, though, by the DeSoto Kids crew. These are all members of the families of the crew of the Hernando DeSoto Historical Society. The kids, it's a family affair with DeSoto. So we love having their support. You know, all of these crew members and members of the society take a lot of time out of their calendar year, a lot of volunteer effort. So to have the family support with the kids coming this way through the parade route really means a lot for their support. So we love our kids crew. We love our DeSoto crew. They're making their way down the parade route as we speak.
Being led by Hernando DeSoto.
And his captain, his padre, and the crew. I know we've got our queen, Denver Romano, our princess, Megan, and we've got probably the Queen's Court. They usually find a way to sneak their way back onto the ship. So you'll get a second pass at our fabulous Queen's Court that's going to be making their way on the ship with the crew. I think that was something that we started with our crew, or our Queen's Court. Mr. Johnny Jander, our padre today.
How are you, girl?
The Hernando DeSoto Historical Society crew is here with beads, ladies and gentlemen. Make a little noise and grab a bead.
We have the crew of the Hernando DeSoto Historical Society making their way down the parade route. Again, this is rehearsal for practically everyone. It's been a long time. We're really excited to be able to bring back events back to Manatee County. So today's parade, the parade at the end of the month on the 30th, Saturday, April 30th. We love to see a good crew. They're all fired up. We're excited to be here in this community. We have our queen for the Hernando DeSoto Historical Society, Ms. Denver Romano, at the helm. And of course, all of our Queen's Court in the galley of the ship.
And they've still got beads for you kids. Make a little noise for those beads.
Our goat, Troy Moore, trying to be funny, hit me with beads. We have Queen Denver Romano, Princess Megan Mitchell here today. And who will fill those shoes at the end of this month? They're all competing for that crown. So we are so excited to welcome our Queen's Court for 2022, the 10 young ladies competing for the Queen and Princess title for the Hernando DeSoto Historical Society, joined by kids of the crew, joined by the Conquistadorables.
So we are going to announce some awards here shortly from participants in today's parade. We've got 5 different awards we're going to be handing out, Sam.
Yep. We've got $1,000 going to the best theme, representing the theme of Dive Into Reading. That all, of course, ties back to the Early Learning Coalition, one of our great sponsors today. But we also have categories for the most imaginative, most colorful, most crowd-pleasing, and then, of course, the best team performance. And that could be whether any type of talent that came through. We saw a lot of great groups today in the parade route, so we're so excited to be back here after a couple years hiatus. While we're waiting for the awards to get kicked off, I'd like to thank a lot of the sponsors that have made our DeSoto Queen's Court for 2022 possible. It's presented by NDC Construction Company, the Conquistador Historical Foundation, Chapman Insurance, Popey's Place, Fiduciary Shield, Ricciardo Family, Haglon Maintenance and Quality Fence, RJM Contractors for Fire, Water, Mold, and Remodeling, Keefe Streetside Cafe, USA Fence, Lexus Automotive, and Williams Wealth Management Group. So again, this is just starting to kick off the rest of the festival of this month. We appreciate everyone being here today for the Children's Parade. We've got a lot of great events. We've got a event that the girls will have to answer a lot of historical questions coming in the last week of April. So it would be awful if I just came up and started pop quizzing people, but I think I might know someone that would know a couple answers to some of those questions. Miss Denver. So my favorite question that I remember, I'm not gonna say when I was on Queen's Court, but it was a while ago. But I don't know, I was asked like a historical question during my time on the Queen's Court. And so, what is Hernando DeSoto's wife's name?
He had a wife? I have no idea.
Oh, see, the girls are coming in. They've been studying. It's Miss Isabella. No, so the girls know. It's Isabella. So, okay, so if we're going to go, let's go to the panel then, because I think they've been studying. So, all right, girls, what do the padlocks on the seal of Hernando DeSoto mean? Anybody? The padlocks? Yeah, you're good. What's the significance of the number of the padlocks? Oh, here we go. We got one. Let's bring it down here. There you go. Oh, thank you. 8 provinces of what? It's the 8 provinces where Hernando DeSoto traveled to. Let's see. What do the colors of the feathers in Hernando DeSoto's helmet mean? Oh my gosh. Guys, okay, I'm going to stop this now. Anyway, we're so excited to have all of our girls, our Queen's Court, our Conquistadorables, our current reigning royalty, Miss Denver Romano, our queen, Miss Megan Minchell, our princess. They're going to be here alongside our fair queens today, be able to take pictures with all of our award winners. We're excited to have them here. We're excited to kick off the rest of the events following the next couple of weeks. It's going to be a great time. Can't wait to see you all girls a little bit later down the road. Again, while we're talking and waiting for the judges, are we good? No? I got more filler? 2 minutes. All right. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, not 5. Today. It's always 5 minutes, but guess isn't here. Just thanking again our sponsors for today, the Early Learning Coalition of Manatee County. They've been a phenomenal sponsor for today's event and of course participating in so many events throughout the year. They do so many wonderful things for the youth of this county. So thank you again to the Early Learning Coalition. The Anna Maria Oyster Bar, River House Wheat and Grill, they're also providing the $1,000 award for the best use in theme. We've got Publix, the Monkey Bus on Anna Maria Island, Hitchin Trailers of Palmetto, and they are also sponsoring the Kids Zone that will be here until about 2 o'clock today. So I know we're waiting on the judge's decision. We had about a 2-minute warning. Good to go?
So we're ready. We're just waiting on, we need a representative from the Phoenix Extreme Dance Team. We were looking for one of them representatives because they got something, so we want to make sure we present it to them. But let's work ahead and go with our schools.
All right, all right.
So we have 3 schools. Each of them is going to be a winner today in one of, we had 5 categories.
Yes, we did.
So most colorful, most imaginative, and best use of theme. Now, best use of theme is $1,000 from the River House.
River House Reef and Grill, thank you again for your support.
And I was just informed by Mr. Rob Bell that the Early Learning Coalition is going to be donating $500 to both most imaginative and most colorful.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Early Learning Coalition. Just keep stepping up. You guys are amazing.
All right, so most colorful in the 2022 Hernando DeSoto Historical Society Children's Parade with $500 going directly to the school from the Early Learning Coalition. Most colorful is Palmetto Charter. Can I get a representative from Palmetto Charter to come down in front of the San Cristobal for a photo? Or get everybody from Palmetto Charter that's here to come on down.
You guys, it was a team effort to be able to be here today, so we want as many members as we can. You can make your way up here and join Francine, our chairperson for today's parade. She's worked extremely hard to make this happen today. So please join our royalty right in front of the San Cristobal. We'll get a couple photos.
Also, the Hernando DeSoto Historical Society would like to announce that Palmetto Charter is now welcome into this year's Grand Parade. Congratulations, Palmetto Charter. All right, our next award is for most imaginative, and it is $500 directly to the school from the Early Learning Coalition. Most imaginative, and this goes to Jesse P. Miller. Everybody from Jesse P. Miller that's here, come on down. And Jesse P. Miller is welcome in the Grand Parade. All right, so $1,000 from the River House Reef and Grill. Patrick McKenna's got the big check right here from River House. What, a big check? I'll take a little check with big numbers. Patrick, did you want to say a word or two, by the way? All right, so this is $1,000 for best use of theme, courtesy of the River House Reef and Grill in Palmetto, and it goes to Palmasola Elementary. Come on down, Palmasola. Palmasola Elementary is invited to be a part of the Grand Parade. Saturday, April 30th. How about one more congratulations for our $1,000 winner? A big thank you once again to River House Reef and Grill for their generous donation of $1,000 directly to Palmasola Elementary.
Congratulations again to Palmasola Elementary School, the winner of our $1,000 grand prize for River House Reef and Grill for the best use of theme. That check does split it.
So we have two more awards to hand out. Most crowd pleasing and best team performance. Most crowd pleasing goes to the Palmetto High School Marching Band. And then our last award of the day is going to be Best Team Performance, and that goes to the Phoenix Extreme Dance Team from Parrish. We want to congratulate all our winners, all our participants. Cannot believe it's been 3 years since we had the DeSoto Children's Parade. And don't forget, we have several more events coming up. You have the Queen Selection. It's working now. I just want everybody to know that all these people here putting this event on are volunteers, 100% volunteers. So how about a nice round of applause for everybody with the Hernando DeSoto Historical Society. And remember, the Party in the Park is going on till 2 o'clock today, and Palmetto Build is doing burgers and dogs in the Party in the Park. And we want to thank Hitch and Trailer and Palmetto for sponsoring the Kids Zone in the Party in the Park here at Sutton Park.
Wonderful. So, is there anything else that you'd like to leave with us for, just today and the support and anything else that, like, you've just got wonderful things to say for the community?
Well, this parade is amazing, and I just love seeing all the kids there out and all the talent that they put into their floats and everything. But what I want to say is if your kid is invited to participate in Camp Rise this summer, please bring them out, because they'll come to the Anna Marie Oyster Bar, they'll come to O'Brick's downtown, they'll come to Gecko's on State Road 70, and they will learn so much, and they'll have a mentor, and it's awesome.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And this was the Dive Into Reading program with the Early Learning Coalition that was started by John and Amanda Horn. We thank him so much for all of their support this year and every year. They've been doing wonderful things for about just about half a dozen years now, so we really support them and everything that they do for this community. So I think if that's wrapping us up, we'd like to sign off for the 2022 Children's Parade here in Palmetto, Florida for the Hernando DeSoto Historical Society. Thank you so much.